Hello, my friends. This is the Eye from Ziggy and I, and Little Doobie too. I was watching, excuse me, a little bit of Sarasota Tim yesterday. Something about he's getting out of the doctor and he's in great health. A little tough heart, he said, but something about because he's not a couch potato. Dude, quit it. You're the leader of the couch potatoes. What the hell do you do? You won't even want to know what I did when I got home from work today. I only worked 8 hours today. I came home, painted my awnings, mowed my lawn, the neighbor's lawn, and washed all the windows in my house, the downstairs, except for the picture window and that door. I haven't just opened that door for the first time today. It was 84 degrees today. But getting shit done around here. Still got a little ways to go. I got a guy coming over Saturday about my driveway, but I'll show you guys what I'm talking about in a second. But anyways, my dentist ordeal this week. Oh my gosh. The thing got bad. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Thought it was one of my tooth back there in the back. I went in there and told him my back tooth's killing me, you know. This was Monday, and they did these x-rays and all this stuff. And they goes, yeah, we're gonna have to pull that. I goes, pull it. Well, we're gonna have to cut it out. And I goes, cut it out? What do you mean? Well, that back one in the back. And I said, you mean the one? Because I'll tell you what happened. Well, my son and Ashley still lived here. It was before they were married, and they got married in 2015. I was all liquored up one night, eating some Captain Crunch about 2 in the morning. Then all of a sudden I bit down on something and it really hurt, you know. Well, the next morning I wake up, I'm all hungover and shit, and they called me in to go do a water main leak. So I go in, just me and my buddy, and I go, man, Ryan, my fucking tooth is just killing me today. What'd you do? And I go, I got in some Captain Crunch last night about 2 a.m. And he goes, you're about goofy. And I said, yeah, well, I did, and that's what happened. Came home, that was on a Sunday, came home, went to work Monday, just killing me. Went to work Tuesday. My mom was still alive then. I was telling her about it. She goes, Bobby, you need to get in there and let them pull that tooth. And I goes, well, I could have went down to U of M where Ashley was working, and their dentists, they're trying to be dentists or whatever. They want volunteers, and I could have went down there. She said I could have got it done there. Well, I got this bright idea when I got home that I'm pulling it myself. Don't ever try it. I got me some tools out of my junk drawer in the kitchen, went in there in the bathroom, and I'm going, I get a hold of that bitch and I start ripping it, and I'm hearing bones cracking and shit. And I couldn't do it. I said, I can't do it. So I said, I'll have to go. Well, I had to do it because I couldn't shut my mouth because I had it halfway turned and I couldn't bite down. Oh, I was in some nasty ass pain, let me tell you. So I reached in there and grabbed that thing, wham, pulled that thing out, and it's just making an odd godly noise. You could feel it cracking in my mouth and everything. And I got it out, and instant relief. Like, I took it and I threw it up on the vanity, you know, next to the sink in the bathroom. And Ron came home. He was working with me then, but he was doing something else. This was after work. He was out doing something with his buddies or something. He gets home and I goes, hey, that tooth? And he goes, yeah, what about it? And I goes, it's in there in the bathroom. He goes, you pulled it out? And I said, yeah, oh hell yeah. And he's freaking out. So then Ashley gets home, because she worked, like I said, at the U of M. We didn't say nothing to her. She goes in the bathroom. I had it in there on some paper towel, just laying there all bloodied up, just laying there. And she goes, what the hell's going on? What? Is this your tooth? And I said, yeah. I told you could have went and got it done. I said, I did it myself, Ashley. I saved me some cash and time going down there. I'll never do this again, though. Believe me. So then I called my mom later that night. I goes, yeah, she goes, you got it taken care of, huh? And I said, yeah. I got it right here, too. I'll send you a picture. She goes, what do you mean you got it? You saved it? And I goes, well, I took it out. She goes, you're going to get infection and all this shit? I said, well, I did. And she bitched at me and bitched. You know how your moms do. So then we went to work the next day, me and Ron, and he's telling everybody, because we had our meeting that morning, about me pulling this tooth out. And they're all going, are you kidding me? Then, people's going, he's badass and all this shit. I said, well, yeah, I'll never do it again, I guarantee. Well, I thought it all healed up. I got my gum. It was all grown back. It just looked like a hole in there. And so it all healed over, the skin and everything. Well, I found out the other day, after all these years, I didn't get it. Oh, I didn't know. And it got infected. And so he's in there. They told me this was Monday that we got to cut that out, cut it out, cut your gum out, and get it all cut out and get that shit out of there. And he goes, it's full of infection. And I goes, oh, wow. And I'd already been taking these antibiotics that my niece got me Friday, which was a good thing I did that. But they wouldn't do it Monday because I didn't have a driver. They said that you're going to need to have, after we give you your shit, you're going to have to need somebody to drive you home and stuff. So I had to not do it Monday. But by then, these antibiotics kicking in. I've already been taking ibuprofen 600, so I wasn't in extreme pain at this point. I was up till like Saturday, real bad pain, Wednesday to Saturday. So I had to get somebody to drive me Tuesday. And so I called a friend of mine, and she came and took me. And plus, I got a couple dinners out of the deal, too, and I appreciate it. I will go. I told her I'd take her golfing and stuff. She likes to golf. And we got a video we made. I made some last year. You guys might have seen them. You might have not. I took them down when I got off that Sarasota Tim thing and all that. But I got it all taken care of now, and I still ain't had no beer since, last Wednesday. And I asked the guy when he did it Tuesday at the dentist, I said, now, am I going to be able to have a beer Saturday? And he goes, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, you should be all right by Saturday to have a beer. Because you can't take, my antibiotics, I took the last one today. They didn't give me no more. They just said, finish what you got. And I did. I've still been taking them ibuprofen, and I took a couple of the PMs tonight because I got to get some sleep. And I was talking earlier about that Sarasota Tim. He says he's not a couch potato. What's he do? I did some shit today. Well, plus I cleaned all of Ziggy's, took his house out, took it in the sink, washed it, washed the inside of my garbage can. Just stuff that you normally do, but you don't do that every day or not. You know what I mean. But I got his shit all straightened around. Got them awnings painted. I'll show you my driveway, what I'm talking about. I want to get this thing done. I got a guy coming over. Let me see. Go in here. We get Doobie. I meant it said Ziggy. I meant Doobie. See, oh, look. I brought these in. These were Ziggy's last year, these parsleys. And they were right down to nothing. And I kept them in the spare room. And they're growing again. I'm going to do that every year. That's just a little memory of Ziggy. And plus I did Ziggy's and Butler's, my two pigs where I got them buried at. put in new grass seed over their graves and stuff. Here, Dubes. Oh, there's that bean soup I'm having, the homemade. That's got more ham in it than you believe. Here you go, Dubes. Here you go. Yeah, come on. Come on. Yeah, I washed his house. Come on, Biggs. There you go. He'll be up there. Oh, these are the only two windows I didn't do. That one and this one. Mowed my lawn, the neighbor's lawn. Sarasota Tim, you gotta be kidding me. There's where Zig's buried and so's Butt right there. I put all new grass seed on there and some black dirt. I did over there where I just needed to fill in because I had some dirt left in my garden. But I'll show you this driveway I'm talking about. Oh, and I've had the whole house washed and the garage. See this, my driveway? It's all asphalt. That's the original driveway. See my awnings though? Look at them babies. Yeah. But I'm gonna get this because I can rip this all out. He did some work for us today. He's coming over Saturday. Because I can tear this out and haul it all off myself. See, because originally, when I moved in here 32 years ago, there was a fence here. Went all the way across right here. And see that cement I've cut out because this was a sunroom. I mean, this was like a pool house out here. There was a fence right here. You can see right where it was. And my grill used to be right here. See, we got that garage all done, all clean, everything. But that cement went right up to here. Right up to here. Then this was a window. It started about right here. Well, I took that shit out with my first Challenger, and I said, you can see where I cut that cement. That cement from the pool came all the way over there. This was all my backyard at one time. Only painting I got left to do is right there. I'm just doing them like 5 runs up all the way across. The rest is still good, but I want to get this new. I'm going to rip out all this stuff, all this cement, and have new asphalt all the way down to the road. That's what I want to do. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. It ain't what I want to do. It's what's going to happen. But, oh, Sarasota Tim. He's out of couch potato. We know better than that bullshit. That fucker's more of a couch potato than an actual potato if you threw one up there. Whatever. But I've been busy today. So, work tomorrow. What are you doing, Doobie? Why aren't you in there eating? What, are you shy? What's up, Doobie? What are you doing up there? What are you doing up there? What are you doing, Biggs? You need an invitation to get up there and eat? No? Okay. Better get going. My stuff's going to be on and I'm going to be heading to bed. But anyways, guys, this is the eye from Ziggy and I. And little Doobie too. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.